Good morning, everyone. We have been rearranging the store, so I was just dressing a mannequin, so that's why I'm a couple minutes late. So if you do come into the store, a few things have moved. Most things haven't, but a few things have. And yeah, so that's the scoop. Today hi Cheryl. We are taking advantage of a Barocco trunk show that came in, and we have put together some kits for some items from that trunk show. And we had some yarn come in, and hi Sheila. So we're doing all of that. Hi Shar. I am wearing Arborel out of the Utopia Helix DK and Woolstock, one of my favorite yarns, the worsted weight. And I love this sweater. It says fall to me. So yes, you should make this sweater, Cheryl. We also have one color of the Making Tracks from Junction Fiber Mill, which is on sale, so you could buy that one too. Hi Shar, hi Jillian, good to see you. Hi Louise, good morning, good morning. If you were late to buy a Sarasota shawl, scarf, whatever it is, we will have some more probably next Saturday. We ordered more yarn, so we will do that one again. We didn't realize what a response we would have, or we would have ordered yarn beforehand. So, but we'll put together some more kits probably next Saturday, hopefully. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Lynn. Lots of people on already this morning. That's really cool. It is chilly today. Not too bad, but it's perfect knitting and crocheting weather because it's supposed to rain all weekend. So, yay, it's good for us because we need it. But, boy, I sound old, don't I? Hi, Loretta. But, it just makes it a good reason to be inside knitting and crocheting. So I'm going to give you a lot of opportunities. And today I'm kind of concentrating a little bit more on sweaters, but watch anyways, even if you don't make sweaters, because I do have some other stuff. So hi Loretta. Yes, I love this sweater. It's one I travel with a lot. It has a nice neck on it, and it's a Jennifer Steingass. She has another one that will be in our Lavender Loon trunk show. It's a brand new pattern. It's Bluebird, and Lavender Loon sent us a sample. Hi, Kathy. I'm hoping to show you some of the Lavender Loon on Tuesday, but Sam is at Rhinebeck, and she forgot to include the prices, so we don't know how much to charge for anything. So we got the yarn. We don't know how much it is. So that's our scoop. Hi, Jill. Good to see you. And so let's get started. Hi, Doreen. Like always, if you are interested in something, please put the number, the letter, the whatever it is that we have put with it. Let us know if you need the pattern. Hi, Priscilla. If you need an extra skein, because sometimes people want that. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Priscilla. Thank you. I love this sweater. It might be time to do another Jennifer Steingass. I don't know. We'll find out. So that is my scoop. All right, let me get started. We do not have card on file anymore. I'm just reminding everyone. It's been about almost a year that we haven't had card on file. But what we do is we send you an invoice. So after the live, watch your email, pay your invoice, and then we pull the items. So that way you get them. Hi, Shar. The reason I say pay your invoices promptly is because 95% of our products are on our website. So I don't want somebody else to buy it before you. So hi, Deb. Good to see you. Hi, Shar. All right, let me turn this around. There we go. All right, guess what? We got more jewel spun in, and we are doing an Italian Story cardigan. It is from the bottom up. And Lorena let me borrow hers. She's in the middle of a row, so I couldn't really show it quite well. This one is color 843. 843. Hi, Melissa. Good to see you. Hi, Deanne. But it's working up beautifully. So you do the bottom ribbing first, and you work your way up to the armholes and all that good stuff. So 3 gets you up to a 44. 4 will get you up to a 56. 5 skeins will get you up to a 60. The pattern is free. Let us know if you want it. And I have so many fun colors today. It is 852. Look at how fun that one is. Look at all these brand new colors. I can't even reach across the table for them. This is 844. This is 845. It's got greens and some turquoises. Oh, let me get up close to these. Now they do have a lot of colors in them that you're not seeing, but you see a good portion. This is 852. Let me go back to that one. 852. Look at the purples and greens, a little bit of gold. Very fun. Hi, Deb. This one is 694. If you like neutrals, this is a good one. It's taupees, grays, whites, all kinds of fun things. We do have color swatches for most of these, so if you do need to see a little bit more, we can shoot a photo over to you. This is 849. This one's really pretty. It would be really pretty in the spring. Or if you're going to Florida or something. This is a great yarn. It is a worsted weight. There is, each ball is 200 grams. It's 546 yards. Okay, it is an acrylic. But you know we are yarn snobs here. We would not sell you an acrylic that we would not knit ourselves. Hi, Karen. This is 842. Look at all the purples and cranberries. Very pretty. And we sell a lot of this yarn. We've been selling this one for years. 855. Ooh, that one's really pretty. This would also make a great fancy sweater. You'd need 2 of them. 853. So for this one, if you liked like 853, you'd put 853 in the comment, and then you would put in parens how many you want, okay? Or I want 4 skeins, whatever it is. Whatever's easiest for you. This one is 851. Ooh, look how pretty that is. 843 is the one I showed you that Lorena is working on. It is so pretty. All of them are knitting up like that. They kind of have a stripy look, but it's not a obnoxious stripiness. This is 848. Very pretty. This one is 854. Blues and purples and a little turquoisey kind of in there. Very pretty. Yes, 2 more to go, Cheryl. Hi, Beth. It is a beautiful yarn to work with. This is 839. It is washable, which is very nice. This is 847, and I'm almost done with the new colors. Well, they're not really new colors. It's just a fresh batch. Look at all the prettiness in this one. So pretty. 847. And then the last one we have is 850. 850. And I know some of them look very similar, but they don't look similar when they're knit up. So, hi, Jean. Good to see you. All right, so that is an Italian Story. It does have you knit the sleeves separately and sew them in. We're not going to do that. We're going to pick up stitches and do the sleeve from the pick up down to the cuff. And again, it is $61.50. You can't get a sweater that cheap anymore. For 3 skeins, which will get you up to a 44. 4 skeins is $82 up to a 56. And we'll include the pattern if you would like us to. So that is super fun. Super fun. We have a ton of people on today. So I just want to go through all the colors again so you guys can see them. if you go to our website, you can see how they knit up. I think they might just be balls, but I'm not sure. I put them in a long time ago. All right, we do have our crocheted vest, Natalia, which is so pretty. Lorena's working on hers. Now, if you don't like the neck, you can always take it out because this one is crocheted this way. So if you wanted to just go straight across, you can go straight across. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. This one is crocheted. It is easy. All that good stuff. We've sold several of these so far. So this one is color 5014. And it says I have 2. I sold one yesterday, so I only have 1. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jill. So that is how that colorway crochets up. I have 5007, and I think this one looks like fall colors. Isn't that pretty? This yarn is, you are going to get 5 skeins in your kit. This one is 5008. I love this one. This yarn is a superwash wool hemp and cotton blend, which means it's going to get softer every time you wash it. This is 5013. This one is 5009. I think this one is really fun. 5017. We only have one of these left. And 5012. We have 2 of these left. So very fun. We do have extra skeins. So if you want to make yours bigger, this one is for a 52 will be 5 skeins. 4 skeins would be a 48. So that is our scoop. Okay. So that one does include the pattern. Let us know if you need it. Okay. But I really like the Natalia vest. It's really pretty, and it's much prettier in person than it is on the live, from what I hear. All right. What else do we have? We have this great cardigan from Barocco. It is Calatrava, and they use Merino 401, and we decided we like vintage better. They're both worsted weight yarns, but we like the vintage better because it's washable. And who doesn't say a cardigan shouldn't be washable? And I love the stitch pattern on this sweater. Isn't this pretty? It's gorgeous. And it's plain in the back, but it has this beautiful stitch pattern in the front. It is supposed to be worn like this, but we made our kit 6 skeins up to a 49 because some people may not, this is actually a 42. Some people may not like their cardigans quite as open as this, okay? The pattern is $8 on Ravelry. We can get that for you. And we have fun colors for you. Okay, the first ones I'm going to show you, I don't have any extra skeins. I have 5167, very pretty. I have 5102, which is like a buttercream color. It's very pretty, very good neutral. I have 5043, which is a perfect navy. These kits are $72 plus the pattern, which is $80 for a sweater, not a bad deal. 5135. See, we have to get these trunk shows from Barocco so you actually get to see some cardigans since I never seem to make them. But I think this one is beautiful. Now, these guys, I have extra skeins. So if you want to make a bigger one, hi, Eddie. This one is 5162. 5175. This is fennel. It's one of my favorite colors. I have 5101, which is white, but this is a washable yarn, so don't be opposed to a white cardigan. I have worn a white cardigan in the past. 5177 is, this one is called Douglas Fir, and it is like a forest green. Okay, it doesn't show up very well on the phone, but it's really, really pretty. And my last one is Tide Pool 5185. So let us know if you like any of these. And if you need the pattern, it is Calatrava. And it's a beautiful cardigan. I think it will be very nice to have for those of you who wear cardigans. This is beautiful, and I don't think it's too hard. So that's my scoop. We do have another crochet sample too. That's always fun. We have the Korea, which everybody, when we went to the yarn tasting. Wow, I just lost all of my thought process. This one was in the yarn tasting book, and it is a new pattern for this year. Everybody thought it was knit, but it's crocheted. It's mosaic crochet. It is beautiful. And this also was made with Lannis. We like vintage better. For this one. It is $48 plus the pattern, which is $6 on Ravelry. You are going to use an eye hook. So I pulled out some eyes to remind myself that, one, we have these hooks available, and also what size you're going to use. But this one is really fun. You don't have to put the fringe on, or you can. You'll have enough yarn. And I put together some really fun kits. So we have, if you want it just very basic, I have S1. All of these start with an S because we've used one in a few different places, possibly. This is S2. If you're in the holiday spirit, that would be fun. Hi, Tony. Hi, Carson. This is S2. S4 is a great neutral. I love this chocolatey brown with this taupey color. S3 is as close as we could get to the sample. I like our colorway better. S5 is gold and cranberry. And S6 is red and gray. So I just thought those were fun. If you have an idea of something that you would like to do, a colorway, let us know. We have a lot of colors of vintage in the house right now. It is a worsted weight project. These are $48 plus the pattern. Yes, Sheila, it is a beautiful project, and it is quite long, so that's fun too. All right. Our last item from the trunk show is this great sweater. I saw this one and said, oh my gosh, I need to make this. Oh, good, they made it for me. This one is Ando, and this one is actually made with Lannis, Merino 401, and we used Merino 401 for our samples. Now, of course, everybody's going to say, I don't want my neck this tall. You don't have to make it that tall. I would make it at least an inch just so that it looks finished. But I think this one is really fun. It has the same trim on the sleeves. Very cool. And we have it in, it's $120 for the kit. And I'm giving away the pattern on this one. So we kind of put together some contrast colors, and we also have whether or not we have extra skeins. This one is for a 40? Hang on. It is for a 40 and a half. If you want a 43 3/4 or a 48, you have to go up one skein. If you want a 52, you have to go up two skeins. Some of these I do have extra skeins. So I have the hot pink, which is kit A, and I put it with navy because I thought that was just nice with the gray. So your sweater would be hot pink, your trim would be navy and gray. So that is very fun. That is kit A, and we have one extra skein. Kit B, as in boy, is this beautiful, beautiful harvest pumpkin color. Very pretty. I have two extra skeins of that one, and we wanted to keep the fall theme going with kit B, so we put the rust in the cranberry. We thought that was really pretty. Now, if you see a color here that you would like to do instead, like if you want to use the green with this kit, we can do that, as long as that kit hasn't sold and all the extra skeins haven't sold. Kit D, I only have 9 skeins. This is D as in David, and this is a beautiful red I love this yarn. I've made like 3 sweaters out of it, and I love it. It is 100% extra fine merino wool, and we put it with the gray and black for the red. So that would be your trim color. And then the last kit we have is this great limey green. I love this color. And hi, Mary. We used navy and white. This is one of my all-time favorite color combos. And so you use 1 skein each for the trim. So you could do either one for either thing, or you can flip them, but that's the scoop. So those are $120. It includes the $8 Ravelry pattern. So I am throwing that in for you. And let us know what color you like. We have A, which is the hot pink. We have B, which is the harvest pumpkin. We have D, which is the red. And we have E, which is the limey green. I think all of them are going to be beautiful. All right. All right, we sold out of most of our color combinations for the Kingston pullover. Okay? You guys went gangbusters on this one. But guess what? I did have extra yarn. A lot of people made it a solid. So if you didn't want to make it in the color block, you don't have a hard time with one sleeve being one color, one sleeve being a different color, make it solid. So we put together kits for solids. So this one is, you're still going to get the 6 skeins. It's still $111 plus the pattern, and the pattern is $650. It is up to a 53-inch chest. This is Hyper Blue. This one is Millie Pink. This one is Cherries and Berries, which I love this red color. And this one is Spill the Tea. Okay, so you'll get 6 skeins of a solid color. But I think that would be just as pretty as the color block. It works up on, if you have a 19, use a 19, but if you don't, I used a 17. Took me 2 days to redo it. So we'll give you a couple weeks and you could have this done. So it is a super bulky yarn, but it's very lightweight. Okay, so it knits up fast, but it doesn't have the heavy weight. It is not a wool stock tweed. Okay. So these are the solid version. And then we do still have some of our stitch markers. So this one these are from Coco Knits. Whoops. These are the colorful stitch markers. I actually bought some of these this morning. We have the split ring stitch markers. These are very fun. Both of these, you have 60 markers in there for $10. Not bad. We have the flights. These are $26, but you're going to have 120 markers. They are the same nylon coated steel, and they come in all these different sizes. So you have small. These guys are the original. You have the original, you have the jumbo, you have the triangle, you have the split ring. So you have both of these in there, plus you have the small and the jumbo and the triangle. And those are 26. And then we did get in the colorful stitch stoppers, because you guys have been asking us for stitch stoppers that work for tiny needles. These go 0 to 15, so they will go any size you're working with. And if you're making that sweater and you're doing a 17, it'll be fine for that too. So because they're foam, it'll be fine. There's 24 pieces in here, so those are $14. So make sure you get those. Those are also great. These $10 stitch markers, they are great for stocking stuffers. And everybody needs some stitch stoppers and all that kind of stuff. So we have the Coco Knits accessories. Yes, the split rings are great. We have the Kingston pullover in a solid, so you pick the color. We have the Ando sweater in the Merino 401. I think this is a beautiful sweater. I love it. We have the Korea mosaic crochet scarf in these fun colors. We have the Calatrava cardigan. Now you need to buy the cardigan while it's here because you know Susan doesn't like to knit cardigans, so we always have to get them in trunk shows. And this we used Barocco Vintage, and it's washable, so that's lovely, and it's only $72, so plus the pattern. And we have the crocheted vest. We have the Natalia. We'll include the pattern. It's $145, but it's super easy. And we have a fresh amount of jewel spun for the Italian Story cardigan. And once again, if you make this and you finish it by the end of January, you will get, and we post a picture on our Facebook page, you will get entered into winning a Piece of You gift certificate. So that is really fun. And this yarn is so pretty, and it's really soft, really soft. We love this yarn. It's washable, and I think you're going to love making it. But we just got a fresh batch. So that's my scoop. I will see you again on Tuesday night live at 5. Talk to you soon.